The Texas governor's mansion has seen death and drama, political joy and heartache, marriages, parties, wakes, and, legend has it, regular visits from the ghost of Sam Houston. All of that history nearly went up in smoke on June 8, 2008, when an unknown arsonist tossed a Molotov cocktail onto the front porch. Now, nearly 4 years later, a careful restoration of the Greek Revival structure is finally heading toward completion. The Texas Tribune recently took a tour of the 156-year-old governor's mansion, the oldest of its kind west of the Mississippi. Dealey Herndon is the restoration's project manager.
We really lost very little. We lost the whole front door assembly. You hate to lose that because it's like the front door of the house. We lost the roof and we lost the bricks around the top of the roof. We lost a floor that was put in 1980. But the real historic fabric, and now that we're basically completed with the exterior, we know that the real historic fabric is able to be saved and actually strengthened in some ways. A 150, almost 60-year-old house it's been beaten, battered, and we've been able to put it back together.
So much water was used to fight the fire that it filled the basement and left 8 inches of standing water inside the mansion. But once it dried and the mold was sucked out, workers were amazed to discover that the expert millwork and craftsmanship had largely survived intact beneath the char. Albert Clement Fountain is the chief plasterer for the restoration project.
It's unbelievable how they can really make this stuff as straight and as perfect. We have problems with all the equipment, new technology, and we still have problems matching what they did back in those days. We're just adding to that was here all the time.
Officials say a renovation of the exterior is now largely complete, and a renovation of the interior, along with an addition to the back, are on track to be finished in time for the estimated completion in June 2012. There's going to be a whole new look out front. Colorado Street will be closed to vehicle traffic, and the old white brick fence that was erected after Governor John Connally was shot in Dallas during the 1963 Kennedy assassination will be torn down and replaced with a wrought iron decorative fence. New green features will also be incorporated into the building.
We know that it'll be less, it will take less energy than it would have had it not had a geothermal system and been built green, so we're really excited about that.
The mansion was built under the direction of architect Abner Cook and has served as the home of Texas governors since 1856. After the mansion nearly fell to arson, a crime that remains unsolved, some said it was too expensive to rebuild. Others called for it to be turned into a museum. Dealey Herndon makes it clear where she came down.
The architecture and the fact that the governors have all lived here is the real relevance of this house. I know they have a very passionate commitment to having the public back in.
In Austin, this is Jay Root with the Texas Tribune.